Want to give a big hello to everybody tuning in here tonight on the Sheridan County Journal-Star live YouTube stream. Scott Bedrowski from Gordon-Rushville High School in Gordon, Nebraska. We've got a little bit of a different schedule for tonight, as it's all Lady Mustang action tonight. First, we're going to do 2 quarters of the junior varsity. We're going to get a chance to feature some of these young ladies. I tried to do it in Hyannis and had a lot of technical difficulties, so we're going to try again tonight. It's going to be 2 quarters of JV basketball pitting the Mustangs against the Badgers. And then we'll have the little break in the warm-up for the varsity game, and that will pit your 6-3 Gordon-Rushville Mustangs up against the 4-4 Valentine Lady Badgers. Mustangs are coached by Randy Hurlbert. Assistant coaches are Shelly Benben and Sean McKimmey. Valentine is coached by Ian Bish, Jay Hollenbach, and Alex Jensen. I'm not sure who coaches the JV squad for Valentine, if it's all 3 together, but those 3 gentlemen are over there on the sideline. They'll be the coaches tonight for Valentine for both contests. Shelly Benben will take the head coach's seat here for Gordon-Rushville as we get ready for starting lineups. The referees are out, and we've got the varsity referees for the JV game. So usually we get just kind of, I don't want to say random, we know who they are, but familiar faces in the community who referee the JV games tonight. But since there's no boys game, I guess we're going to get the varsity refs for both games as we're getting ready to get started here, under a minute on the clock. Of course, last time we were with you, we watched a sweep for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. That was Tuesday night as they beat the Cowgirls and the Cowboys, respectively. The Lady Mustangs had a much tougher test, as that one went into the fourth quarter, but a dominating fourth quarter by the Mustangs pushed them ahead of a very good Cowgirls team from our friends over there at Cody Kilgore. What a nice broadcast that was for Mike and I, and then we even got to go down to the Husker Hub and have a outstanding cheeseburger and tater tots. You want to make me happy, just serve me a good burger. And they did that at the Husker Hub in Cody. Let me tell you, if you're going through town, make sure you swing in there. They'll take care of you. Mike and I thoroughly stuffed our faces and had a great time over there at Cody Kilgore. What a nice place to go. Everybody's always so nice over there, and they've got a really, really good girls basketball team over there. Of course, they're D2, so much smaller than Gordon-Rushville. Gordon-Rushville C2 for the girls. Looks like McKinley Grover is going to step into the middle for the tip, as we're going to get started with basketball action here tonight. This is JV girls, and the tip is controlled by Valentine, and they will set their offense up. Brenna Haig, the junior, out applying pressure, wearing number 15. She's got McKinley Grover with her underneath. Sky Townsend wearing number 4. She's up there on top of the key for the Mustangs. Savannah Burnt wearing number 20. As that passes inside, no finish, and Grover pulls down the rebound, but she traveled with it as she tried to drop it off to Townsend. So back to the Badgers. And then the final starter for the Mustangs is Stella Wegner. Wegner, the sophomore, wearing number 13. Shot up by Valentine, short. Loose ball comes down to the Badgers, though. Of course, every year the Valentine and the Mustangs play that split. They don't play that traditional boys-girls doubleheader. So the boys are going to head over there. I'll check that date here later on here. As the rebound's going to come inside. Townsend, and it looks like number 32. That's J.C. Cox. J.C. and Townsend tied up, and the jump ball will go to the Mustangs with Brenna Haig running the point. Just about a minute gone here in the first quarter. From what I understand, it's only 2 quarters. So as we're trying to get inside to Grover. Grover pulls through strong. Nice dish by McKinley Grover. The shot is missed, though, by the Mustangs as Townsend stepped on the line. Going for that rebound, so go back to the Badgers. As Olivia Patterson checks in, number 13. She's a freshman. I also see J.C. Cox, as we mentioned before. Looks like Kinsey Buchel is out there. Or is it Buchel? Craig Peterson and I had this conversation when I think it must be her brother Tag was wrestling. Maybe it's Buchel. If I've got any Valentine fans tuning in, could you stick that in the comments for me? As that one's taken away by Grover on the tip, and she'll find Townsend on outlet. And here come the Mustangs. Grover, nice move inside. Backside find to Burnt. Burnt too strong. Grover tries to rip it out, but it stays with Buchel. Nope, taken away by Wagner, and she was pushed. Foul on, I think that's Buchel. It'll stay with the Mustangs. 6:17 to go here, first quarter. Of course, the first foul of the game. First foul on the Badgers. Townsend. Strong move to left hand. Brenna Hagg's going to let it fly. Brenna off the front of the iron. Just missed that, did Brenna. Goes out of bounds to the Badgers as we got an untied shoe here as the Mustangs are going to set their press up. And that works as that one goes out of bounds back to the Mustangs. First home event here at Gordon-Rushville High School after the new year, but it's going to be one of many as we'll be back here again tomorrow for a girls-boys doubleheaders. Inside give as Wagner missed it, got her own rebound. She's triple teamed and drops it out to Townsend. Townsend drives. Now backs it back out up to Brenna Hagg. Hagg around to Burnt. Burnt inside to Grover. Grover, strong move, and the finish. McKinley Grover puts the Mustangs on the board. Of course, Grover, the freshman, getting some JV time here, but we're going to see her in the varsity game too. Grover had 11 against Cody Kilgore the other night. Big night for the freshman. Inside give to Buchel, and nice board by Savannah Burnt. Burnt pulls it down. She'll find Townsend on the outlet, and here come the Mustangs. Burnt just inside the three-point line, no good. Rebound comes down to Valentine, but it's loose. Might have a foul here. It's going to be a foul on Wagner. We've got Trinity Taylor checking in, wearing number 1, and Jade Eichenberger wearing number 11 for the Mustangs. As Wagner and Hagg take a seat as Taylor and Burnt are working on the ball handler here. Taylor with those fresh legs just checked in. And Taylor, immediate impact. Trinity in the open floor, up too strong, but right there is Burnt. Burnt finishes. I got to turn that more so you can see that basket. I zoomed it in a touch tonight. I'm trying a little different camera angle here for the JV. Trying to make it a little bit better. But if we got a tie up here, jump ball by Eichenberger. That's number 24, Ava Regal. Regal gonna key it in here as we got a sub as Lily Schmidt checks in. The freshman relieves Savannah Burnt, the sophomore. So Schmidt checks in for the first time here. 4:29 to go. Mustangs up 4-0. Inside pass is too tall for Buchel. Goes out of bounds back to the Mustangs here. As Valentine rolling with 6 on the JV bench tonight. That's part of the reason for only 2 quarters. As the Mustangs have pretty good numbers. As Taylor fighting inside, dumps it off to Grover and then back to Eichenberger. Eichenberger lets it fly off the backboard, no good. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to go off of Valentine and stay with Gordon-Rushville. As mentioned before, McKinley Grover will play varsity also. She can play 2 quarters tonight in JV and still play 4 quarters of varsity. But look for her to play this first quarter and then have a seat. As I bet, well, she might play both. You never know. She's young. She's a freshman. But other than that, the Mustangs really, I know Townsend will suit up, but Sky has yet to play as that one's a little too strong off the back of the iron, and Grover pulls the board down. Towson will suit up for varsity, but I don't think Sky has had much for minutes yet. As Schmidt lets it fly. The 3 ball from Lily Schmidt is good. Nothing but nylon. Mustangs up 7-0. My point of my long-winded rant here is that the Mustangs really have some great depth. Coach Hurlburt has a nice JV roster of young players, and then he's got a nice roster of older varsity players. As the inside drive-in finish is good for Malika Monroe. Monroe all the way to the rack and 2 points. Let me get their score updated for you here in 1 second, as it's 7-2 now. Got a kick on the Badgers. It stays with the Mustangs as Jesselyn Diericks checks in. Diericks, the freshman, relieves Eichenberger. Towson to key it in, finds Taylor. Taylor looking for somebody. Lily Schmidt is jumping up and down, waving her arms in the air. It didn't work as the pass never made it to her. Diericks drops it off. Towson looking to get it into Grover. Has it swatted away back to Towson. Mustangs have numbers. Sky fighting for it, but finally is tied up. It will stay with the Mustangs, though. Towson shuffled the feet, and she traveled with it as the Mustangs unable to really get anything going there on the offensive end. Inside give might have been tipped by Towson. It was. It'll stay with Valentine. 2:21 to go here, first quarter. Mustangs with a 5-point lead. Shot too strong out the backside. Monroe was there, but she dribbled it off her foot. Out of bounds to Gordon-Rushville. Towson had it swatted away, but she's able to get to Lily Schmidt. Good move by Taylor. Taylor pump fake, thought about it, back out. And Trinity Taylor is fouled. The shot from Schmidt does not count. Inbounds to Grover. Kinley out to Diericks. Over to Towson. Towson thought about it. She's going to dribble. Now Diericks will let it fly. Kind of a straight shot. No arc, but it comes back to the Mustangs. Diericks will let it fly again. This time tried to adjust the strength, but it goes off of Grover and back to Valentine. Timeout here for the Valentine Badgers. 1:42 to go here in quarter number 1 of 2. Mustangs are up 7-2. Fuel Grill would like to wish the best of luck to all the Gordon-Rushville Gordon-Rushville student athletes playing sports this winter. Whether it's before or after the game, Fuel Grill has all your needs covered for a night out, from delicious options on the menu or your favorite cold beverage. Stop into True Value of Gordon to save big on all your needs for the winter season at the New Year's sale. A wide selection of Sterilite storage containers are all in stock for your shopping convenience. Stop by and see Buck and the gang at 217 North Main Street in Gordon. Bagan Propane is your local and family-owned propane supplier. They are proud to support the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and our area youth. Contact Bagan Propane at 36. Badgers will go to line to shoot 2 here. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing at home.